Alright, so right here we got the Galaxy S10e and the Galaxy S22, which I just got off of a pre-order a couple days ago. So what I've been seeing online is that a lot of people are really interested in the Galaxy S22 this year that have an S10e just because it's one of the screen size went down from 6.2 to 6.1 inches this year versus the S21 to the S22. So that makes it a lot more comparable in size to the Galaxy S10e. And with small flagships becoming harder and harder to find, this is actually really compelling for owners of the S10e that were compelled by its small size and its one-hand use. So this year, a phone that is actually small and actually one-handable is back. So let's get started with the little size comparison here. If I just put them right here like this, you can see that the Galaxy S10e is only about 2 or 3 millimeters shorter. It's not really that much. It's only about less than maybe half a finger's thickness of height difference right there, which is pretty interesting. So if I put them right here and I put them to the side like this, you can see that on the corner there of the S22, that the S22 is only about maybe less than a millimeter taller. So in all, they're actually really the same size width-wise, but only just a tad bit taller this year. And that makes it so the aspect ratio is only just a bit taller, actually. But this is actually a 0.3 inch screen size increase from 5.8 to 6.1, which is a pretty substantial screen size increase in phone screens. So if we go on to the front here, I'll get into the Galaxy S22 here, and then I'll get into the S10e here. Alright, so I think the best way to show screen size is to open a white image, because this lets you see where the bezels end and start. So if I line up the bottom of the S10e's actual screen with the S22's, you can see that the S22 is only just taller. They're pretty much exactly the same width because the S22's screen is a little bit, the bezels on the side are thinner, so that's where the width goes. So it actually doesn't get too much wider. So you can actually reach over with your thumb still, but only just a tad bit taller. And just the chin here is now gone and symmetrical with the rest of the bezels, so that brings the screen down. So really, you get a pretty decent screen size increase without much larger of a phone, which is still pretty awesome. So if I just go back to the home pages here, when I'm using both of these, the S10e, I always loved it because like this is a easy one-hand phone. So I hold it normally, and I can one thumb, boom, I can go up there, and it's super one-handable all the way, cover the whole screen. The S22 is pretty much the same story almost. It's a little bit taller, so you kind of gotta like, where if you're holding it normally where the power button is, you still have to shimmy a little bit, but yeah, I can still reach it without shimmying. It's actually very one-handable. So yeah, that's overall really good. Super one-handable, both of these phones. And yeah, so also here's a little bit of a comparison of the camera modules here. You can see that the camera module is a lot larger this year. Honestly, when I find myself using it, I'm putting my fingers over the module a lot because it's in the corner now. I'm not used to that, but it is a very nice design, a nice frosted back versus the glossy black of the... But glass is back on the S22, which is super appealing, at least for me, because it feels super smooth and awesome to the touch. Alright, so that's the good general comparison between these two, but I can bring out a few more phones here just to give people an idea. So I have a Galaxy S5 here. So if for some reason you're going from a Galaxy S5, there's the screen size. Actually very comparable to an S10e, the Galaxy S5 was. And yeah, so if you're interested in going from this upgrade, then there they are. Honestly, it's actually wider than the S22, which is interesting because the old 16:9 aspect ratios. But yeah, so there's that. And then also I have a iPhone 6. If anybody's interested in an iPhone 6, this is actually the same size as a S10e, or not S10e, an iPhone SE, the 2021. This same size as this, as well as an iPhone 7, an iPhone 8. So if you have any of those phones, which is actually a lot of phones this is the size of, then this is a comparison for all of those actually. So there it is. Actually, the S10e was about the size of the iPhone 6, which was pretty crazy. And then the front has a screen protector on it as well. But yeah. Yeah, so But the main focus of the show here is the Galaxy S10e, and I really think that this is one of those rare occasions where a compact, portable flagship phone has made a return, and I think a lot of people are really going to enjoy going from the S10e to the S22 due to its not much of a size increase, which is what a lot of people have been looking for. Also, here's the Galaxy Buds. Anyways, that is it for the general size comparison. I just wanted to make sure that anybody that was interested in this phone that has an S10e can understand what they're getting into if they can't find one at a store near them. So yeah, that's the general size comparison. Super one-handable, really great sizes here. Super, just really nice and a joy to use.